My girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the defending champion New England Patriots taking on the 5-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, the Patriots, they did it again. Their 12th Super Bowl appearance ever. That's a record as they seek to go back-to-back, something that hasn't been done in the NFL since Super Bowls 38 and 39 were won by the Patriots.
So you just have to marvel a little bit, don't you? How they get this done year in and year out. How do they get there? Because I just wonder at some level, do we take them for granted? Their excellence, you just kind of count on it, right? They're going to win the AFC East. They're going to have the home field advantage through the playoffs. They're going to get to the Super Bowl. None of that is easily done, yet every year we're talking about the Patriots possibly, getting it done and adding to their record books.
They're trying to make it 3 wins in 4 years. The only teams to do that, the Dallas Cowboys in the 90s and
these Patriots in the early 2000s.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the 7th time in franchise history. One of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era as they look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Patriots and Steelers for most ever.
I like how you stated that they're one of the more successful franchises in Super Bowl history because at one point they were 5-0 in Super Bowls. Joe Montana with wins in Super Bowl 16, 19, 23, and 24. And Steve Young, remember that one? Get the monkey off my back as he won big in Super Bowl 29. But they lost their last time out against the Ravens in Super Bowl 47. They're looking for a little bit of that. Can we get right again, guys? And I think the San Francisco 49ers team is going to play awfully well in this game.
And they're hoping that the lights stay on in the stadium the entire game this go-around. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least she gets something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
65.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Exit.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He's got Fuller. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
Here we go.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? There's Garoppolo to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Bravo!
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 3-3.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Wait, that's 53. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 72. Wait,
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Now Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the win.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we're going to just list those out for him. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions.
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there. And
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Garoppolo now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, 42 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Easy.
Brady going to throw. And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw on second and 10, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D. Ford able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Brady now to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Throwing now is Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken from just outside the 30. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened even before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I know a coach told me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Got a man open, that's Harry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Check it, reload! Hey, Delta! 56, Mike, 56, easy. 56. Curry! 72!
From the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones there to make the grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Now, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Jamie Collins drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Brady now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quran Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Watch your slap. Watch your slap.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Lawrence Guy, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30, 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Kendrick Bourne, 82 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Brady. And got his man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Brady now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Brady's throw there complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
One, Omaha.
On first down, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
21.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
72.
On first down, Brady. And he whips that one incomplete there. Rex Burkhead, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
54, Mike. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing again. Brady. This complete to Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Brady. Dorsett making the catch. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it. This is Michel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 49ers, 22-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A 2nd down run for Burkhead. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston, now this one. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Back to throw, Brady. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
They'll look to throw.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up.
Gets this one to use check. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Here we go.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
We got it.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. That might just have been the most pressure-filled kick in Super Bowl history, but he stepped up, knocked it through just like it was a Tuesday practice in July.
And if it's not the most pressure-filled, it's certainly right among them. A title on the line.
Yeah, in the field like